If you think maybe Mark Zuckerberg potentially is evolving the right way, there's another guy, Mark Cuban, another Mark, who seems to be evolving the wrong way or devolving the wrong way. This is just a compilation of his last 24 hours.
Right of that, meaning the mainstream media is not who you think it is. The mainstream media truly leans right. Maybe. When you're second in command, you do what your boss tells you to do. He delegates authority to you.
But the border was supposed to be her.
Yeah, but it's still the same thing. It's his policies. What he said to her was, you go down and you use diplomacy to try to improve, to try to reduce the flow, the migration of people across the border, right? And when they finally came around, and it took too long, I agree, but when they finally got there, now look at the results. It didn't take a wall, but yet the crossing numbers are where Trump's were when pre-pandemic, at the same number. So it worked. So what she did actually worked.
We can look at exactly what happened. He's already been president. And we can look at what happened when she was vice president. And it's not good, the comparison.
Being the president, Joe, as you know, is different than being vice president. It's not close, right?
So she can take credit for the good things that happened with Biden, but she didn't have anything to do with the bad things.
Trump,
in the past, there have been Democrats that have voted not to certify.
Yeah, that's fine.
Many
right?
times.
That's fine. But
previous election,
none of them called their vice president and said, don't certify the election. Donald Trump, being the socialist that he is, had to beat Bernie. So Donald Trump went out and recommended that interest rate caps be set to 10%. The fact that he's even suggesting price controls and price caps is socialism 101.
So the reason I wanted to show that compilation was, everyone's talking about this thing happening with these moderates sort of breaking towards Trump. We've already said it, the Tulsi RFK, Elon types. And yet here you have someone seemingly breaking the other way. Tom, let me start with you on this one. The line that really got me there, the mainstream media leans right. That seems completely insane.
Well, so I will say that this is actually a sign of intellect. So people are clowning on Mark for not being bright, and he is very smart. When you can step into the shoes of your opponent and actually wear their worldview, it's very impressive. So for him to be able to step into that and get himself to see that it is certainly a sign of somebody who can create an internal worldview. Now, it seems so detached from reality that I can't tell if he's kayfabing because he wants a balanced point of attack to get out there and give people talking points that they can use to defeat Trump, who he clearly does not want to get elected. And hey, fair enough, it will be very effective. Or if he actually believes it. That's where I get lost, which is why, and I know, Mike, I actually agree with you, Mike, that most people are not going to build up from their base assumptions and value system. But the most influential people, or many of them, can and will. And so I would love personally to sit down with Mark and just build up. What are the base assumptions that lead you to a takeaway such as the media, the mainstream media is right-leaning? It seems so detached. So I would need to see how he's piecing that together. And either the kayfabe will be revealed or he'll lay something out that, nobody else sees, but maybe he's got something.
Tom, I think you're the only other person, maybe also Eric Weinstein, talking about kayfabe these days, but it's basically the WWE-style theater that we're all participating in all the time. And the question is Mark just sort of using a script there to kind of troll all of us? Mike, the media thing, what?
Yeah, I think he's definitely smart. There's no argument there. It's not like he's saying things because he's unintelligent, but I do think it's a powerful drug, right? When you start getting massive approval from an element of society, and clearly he's getting he's getting a lot of hugs right now. And I think, even though he's very smart and he's done very well and he's successful, I think that's still intoxicating, right? And he's basically getting his ass pinched every day by the Democrat, campaign team, and they're just loving it.
This sponsorship is from Rumble, one that's incredibly important to the survival of the company. When Rumble first started in 2013, they built the platform for the small creator. They didn't censor or have biases. They were fair and treated all creators equally. No one thought platforms would censor political conversation or censor opinions on COVID, but they did. Facebook admitted that they felt pressure from the Biden and Harris administration. Rumble did not. They held the line. They are attacked daily for giving us a voice to talk to you. They're attacked in corporate media. They're attacked by governments like France. They're attacked from brand advertisers who refuse to work with them. Corporate America is fighting to remove free speech. Rumble is fighting to keep it. Rumble won't survive with brand advertisers. They don't get much off it. Watching our show on Rumble is the most they can ask from you. But if you really believe in this fight and if you have the means, one major way you can help Rumble survive is by joining Rumble Premium. Join the community that believes in the First Amendment and believes in our human right to free speech. Rumble is offering $10 off with promo code Rubin when you purchase an annual subscription. Go to rumble.com/premium/Rubin and use code Rubin. Like I said, if you have the means and believe in the cause, now is the time to join Rumble Premium. If you don't have the means, we're just happy if you watch us right here on Rumble.